Okay, now let's look at the next one. Let's now here the objective is to uh, input and display the information of a student. Uh, so here there are let's say there are four distinct pieces of information about a student that we want to uh, accept. One is the registration number, the other is the name, and the combination of subjects and the percentage. Okay, this is the pieces of information that we have to store. But the thing is that these four pieces of information go together for a student. So what we are going to do is just like we did in the previous example for time, where hours, minutes go together. Here also we are going to use structures. So let's start off. iostream.h hash include conio.h hash include string.h. String is required for name and combination. Okay, now void main. Okay, and let's proceed with the main. Now remember, we have to define a structure. So struct student, and the data members have to be described in a block. So let's say the registration number is integer, and name is of course a string which we store it in an array of characters. Okay, then we have combination, which again we store it as a string in the form of array of characters. Okay, so let's say 4. Similarly, float and percentage. So these are the four pieces of information that we have to store about a student, and that we have described it in a structure. Now remember, when we specify this, this acts as a not as a definition as such, but more as a declaration kind of thing, where we specify that this is the template based on which the actual students data is going to be maintained. So just like we have let's say a int roll number. Now here what we have done is we have declared it. There is you know and the moment we say equal to 0, we are initializing it. Now the difference between this and structure is that when we say int roll number, memory allocation takes place because that is an actual variable. Okay, int say roll number is an actual variable, whereas structure student is not a it's more of a specification rather than a variable. It's only when I say st, right? Now this is in simple terms, this is a particular instance of that structure student. So this is the actual variable. This is the variable which is based on this structure. So that is how it goes. Or what I could do is I could put it in a separate line saying student st, right? Student st. So student is a structure and st is the variable name. Okay, let's continue. Cout, enter the name of the student. Okay, scene.getLine, st.name. Here see, we are using the variable name st dot and the particular data member name. And we also have to specify, because it's an array, we have to specify the number of characters. Okay, now similarly, cout, enter the combination of the student. Okay, cin dot getLine st dot combination comma 4. Remember, don't give it a different number, then the input will get truncated and get stored. Then cout, enter the register number of the student. Cin st dot reg number, registration number. Cout, enter the percentage of the student. Cin st dot percentage. Right, so we have accepted all the details. Now we have to display it. Right, so let's give it some space. So let's say cout end l end l end l. Okay, now cout register number is st dot reg number end line. Cout name. Right, now what we can do is, so that it all lines up, we can put it like this: name st dot name end line cout, then comes combination. Again we move it back so that it gets aligned. Okay, st dot combination end line cout percentage. Again let's move it back, st dot percentage and l. Okay, now get ch. Now let's run this and see what happens. Oh, perfect. So let us say Vishwanath, enter the combination of the CBZ, register number, some number, percentage, let's say 65%. Right, so register number is 3484, name, combination and percentage. So what we have done in this program is declared a structure, created a variable of student type using the structure definition, and we have accepted the values into the data members, and then we have read the data members and displayed the same. So that's how the whole thing goes. Remember, this structures is very important. This structure is very important because once we go into classes and objects, that time this knowledge of this would be a little bit helpful in understanding how somebody arrived at the concept of classes. Okay, so let's save this. So let's go to source, let's store it, let's store it as struct. Okay, let's close this and let's quit.